Hi, I'm Rochelle Travers, and this is the Standard's Tech and Science Daily Podcast. Coming up, why the internet seems to be disappearing. Now, let's get into it. The European Space Agency's Euclid telescope has sent back the largest images of the universe ever taken from space. The 5 pictures released by ESA capture vast new areas of the sky in unprecedented detail, offering an exciting glimpse into the distant cosmic past.
So the new images from the early release observations shows a number of different galaxies and other star-forming regions that are of interest to the Euclid scientific community. And it sort of shows the capability of the Euclid telescope, both in terms of the quality of the images that the telescope can deliver, but also of all the really interesting signs that the astronomers can get from this.
That's Dr Jesper Skottfelt, Research Fellow at the Open University's Centre for Electronic Imaging. The team there have helped to develop the detectors for the visible instrument, also known as VIS, which takes these incredible images. And they also tested how they would perform in the harsh radiation environment in space.
So the purpose of the Euclid mission is to look at dark matter and dark energy in the universe. We believe that like 68% of the universe consists of dark energy, and about 30% is dark matter, which is something we cannot see. So therefore, you have to do other observations to indirectly look at and prove that this dark matter and dark energy exists.
The Open University team is continuing to monitor the detectors during the mission, allowing Euclid to return the best possible images and data for the mission's lifetime.
So now we're going into sort of the normal science operation phase, where the Euclid telescope will image a large part of the sky to simply build up images of high resolution images of large parts of the sky. And all of that data is then analyzed and then used to do this dark matter experiment to find the dark matter and dark energy.
Astronomers say the images taken by Euclid are at least 4 times sharper than those captured using ground-based telescopes.
But with all these pictures, a lot of other astronomy can be done. So there will be a continuous flow of papers and new observations and discoveries over the next maybe 6 or even longer years of the Euclid mission.
Want to see these incredible images for yourself? We'll leave a link for you in our show notes. In other space news, a satellite that will provide an early warning system for potentially dangerous space weather is to be built in the UK. Vigil is being designed and built by Airbus after it was selected by the European Space Agency. The spacecraft will give vital extra warning about incoming solar storms and coronal mass ejections, which can potentially disrupt satellites in orbit and electronic and power distribution systems on Earth. Data from Vigil could also provide notice of 4 to 5 days of solar winds streaming towards our planet. BT has been fined £2.8 million over failures affecting more than 1 million EE and PlusNet customers. According to industry watchdog Ofcom, since June 2022, BT's EE and PlusNet businesses made more than 1.3 million sales without providing customers with a contract summary and information documents. Ofcom say this meant that BT broke consumer protection rules, which came into effect in 2022, designed to ensure customers get clear and simple information about the services they're considering buying. BT have since apologised and said they've contacted affected customers and offered refunds where applicable. Let's go to the ads. Coming up, has the mystery of the sun's magnetic field finally been solved? And why the internet seems to be disappearing? Welcome back. A new Microsoft AI feature that screenshots users' laptops every 2 seconds is being investigated by the UK watchdog. The Recall feature will be installed on new Microsoft laptops and is part of their artificial intelligence program Copilot Plus. The feature will record everything a user does by taking screenshots every few seconds. It then allows the user to scroll back through their activity and search. However, after security concerns were raised around the feature, the Information Commissioner's Office said, "We're making inquiries with Microsoft to understand the safeguards in place to protect user privacy." Scientists have revealed shock findings in the search to understand the sun's magnetic field, a mystery that has troubled scientists for centuries. It turns out that the sun's magnetic field may not be as deep as previously thought. It was a widely held view that it was generated deep within the star, around 130,000 miles below the sun's surface. However, modelling now suggests this may not be the case, and the solar phenomenon is much shallower than previously thought, about 20,000 miles underneath. The findings published in the journal Nature could help scientists more accurately forecast powerful solar storms that cause the northern lights to appear in the night skies. And finally, the internet is disappearing. Well, sort of. According to a study from the Pew Research Center, huge amounts of web pages and online content are being lost. Of the web pages that existed in 2013, for instance, 38% are now lost, and even newer pages are disappearing. 8% of pages that existed in 2023 are now no longer available, usually because they've been deleted or moved. The effect means that vast amounts of news and important reference content are also disappearing. You're up to date. Come back at 4 p.m. for the Standard podcast for all the latest news and analysis. Tech and Science Daily will be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. See you then.